actually starting a brand new tech series on how to integrate OBS into Twitch, or pretty much how to get started streaming on Twitch, YouTube, or pretty much any platform that you're interested in streaming to. So um, I got this idea because I recently upgraded my computer to Windows 10, as you guys can probably tell, and lately the computer just got a brand new install of OBS. 'Cause I actually lost all my other files and stuff. So this is going to be a brand new uh, stream build from the ground up. How to make an overlay, how to put in your follower alerts, how to put in notifications. All that stuff is going to be in this series that I'm doing. And I also actually covered uh, I've covered two videos already, is how to create an RTMP server and how to control it through Windows. I'll have a link in the description where you guys can watch those videos when the time comes. It won't be in this video, but when the time comes, there'll be a link in the description where you guys can watch those two videos. So without further ado, we're going to start part one of this video, and that's pretty much getting to know OBS and getting started with the whole setup of things. So the first thing that you're going to want to do before you start anything is figure out which software you're going to use and make the account of your stream service. So in my case, I stream on Twitch. Unfortunately, I can't stream on YouTube right now. Sorry, guys. But I plan to in the future. But back to video purposes, I stream on Twitch and I use OBS to do it. So there's actually two ways of how you can stream. You can use OBS and Windows to stream on Twitch or whatever platform, or you can use XSplit and do it that way. But for this tutorial, we're going to use OBS because I think it's a lot easier, because XSplit is a little bit more complex for people who really know what they're doing. So I like OBS better, also because of the interface. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do, since we have OBS open, I'll have a link in the description where you guys can get this. Just go to obsproject.com/download and you'll be redirected to this page. Just click the download installer button, the big shiny green button right here. We're going to click that, and what will happen is if you use Firefox like me, you'll get this little box. Just go ahead and save the file and install it. Follow the on-screen instructions. Now, I will mention, if you have Windows 10, you won't be asked about DirectX or Visual Basic. You won't be asked about any of that stuff. But if you use Windows 7 or Windows 8, maybe Windows 8, I don't know. But if you use Windows 7, you're probably going to be asked to install DirectX and Visual Basic redistributions. So just go ahead and download those, and then continue on with your installation. If you have questions, let me know. I will get them fixed, or I'll get on it as soon as I can. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because I have OBS already installed. Before I go any further, I want to mention, if you guys know a lot about OBS, note that we're downloading OBS Studio here. We're not getting OBS Classic as you would here. And the reason why we're using Studio is because Classic has... I've heard from OBS that Classic is soon going to be unsupported from OBS. They have stopped the development for OBS Classic. They're not upgrading it anymore. So if you want the big upgraded stuff, you will have to go with OBS Studio, which, like I said, this tutorial is going to show how to use it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to boot OBS Studio here. Now mine has a lot of different customization. Mine is set to dark mode. To do that, we just go down to settings and change the theme right here from default to dark. That's all you have to do. Then click apply and OK, and then you're pretty much ready to go. So this is going to just pretty much show the interface of what OBS offers. So the first thing is this huge black window right here. If you know OBS all too well, you know what this is. If you don't, this is where your preview is for your stream or when you go to record something. So for example, I have a desktop scene down here. If I click that, then you guys automatically see my desktop along with the OBS window to have some sort of like huge matrix going on. So that's that's what that window is pretty much for. So I actually have 3 scenes already. If you go down to the bottom left here, I have 4 scenes. Yours will probably just say scene and have 1 on there. I've created 4 along with my desktop scene I just showed you. To do this, you just click the plus button or you right click and select add, and you'll be prompted with this box right here. It says please enter the name of the scene, so you can just call it, I don't know, something like test or whatever. Then you press enter or OK, and then the scene automatically appears. To remove it, you just do the same thing. You can right click and go down to remove, or press the delete key on your keyboard, or you can click this minus button. So I'm just going to remove that and say yes. So now we're back on my desktop scene, which I don't really need right now because I'm using Camtasia to record this. So those are your scenes. So when you go to, if you want to transition to one scene, like say I'm on the start screen of my stream here, if I want to go to my live stream when the time comes for me to start, I have to click the live stream scene and it will move over. Now obviously nothing has happened, but you'll see what happens later on in future videos when we take care of that. So the next panel over is sources. This is where you capture pretty much everything that you need. Stuff from Discord if you're playing with your, other people and you want to include their voice. This includes games, sensors if you guys don't want people to see like certain room codes. If you're a Jackbox streamer like me, you guys don't want to see the room codes that the game provides. So you have to provide sensors for that. And to add those, it's pretty much the same as before. You click the plus or minus button to add or remove, or you can also right click and add. I like the right clicking a little bit easier just because it's just a habit of mine. But in this video is pretty much self-explanatory. You just right click and add, and then you get this whole list of stuff. So I'm probably going to go over these in another video. I'm not going to go over these right now because I just want you guys to know the interface for right now. So this is the audio input capture and so forth. These are all your pretty much sources. You can include audio, browsers, and stuff like that. But I will make another video where we talk about this more in depth. Just know that those are all of your sources right there. And the gear is their settings. So if you had a certain setting in here, say I have my face cam or a specific game capture, I can select it and click the gear and my properties will come up. And the arrows right here is if you want to reorder something, move up or down. So say I had a game and my face cam, but I couldn't see my face cam, and the reason why is because the game capture is overriding Facecam. It's layered, just like Adobe programs are. So you just click the game capture and click the down arrow and move it downward. So that's pretty much it for that. The next panel over is your mixer. This is where pretty much all the sound comes from. This properties here just opens an advanced property screen where you can just do a whole bunch of advanced audio stuff. I really don't mess with this, so if you guys don't know what this is for, then do not worry about it. Let's see, desktop audio right here. These two here is what comes by default, your desktop audio and the microphone you use. Now the microphone comes up green, this green line right here, where my cursor is. The line that's moving is the microphone that I'm using because I'm talking right now, and OBS is picking up my microphone. For desktop audio, it's not picking up anything, but if I were to play something, then you would see a green line there also. This includes games, Discord, Skype, TeamSpeak, whatever you guys use. So that's pretty much it for your audio. That's pretty self-explanatory. So the next part over is your scene transitions. You can actually change this from cut to fade. I like fade better because it looks a lot more smoother versus cut. It goes immediately there. It's not a smooth transition. Cut just goes from one scene to another with no transition at all. So I like fade How long it is usually 300 seconds. I usually put this at 500, so I can just boost that up a little bit. But that's just what I like it at. You guys can mess with this a little bit in your stream to see if what setting you guys like. And then finally, for the user interface, you have all these buttons over here on the side. So we have start streaming and start recording. These two buttons are self-explanatory. You click them and they start doing the task you want. So if I were to click start streaming right now, this would immediately go into Twitch, and you know, the whole deal from there. Once you click start streaming, you're pretty much streaming. Start recording is the same thing. You click start recording, it automatically goes recording. Studio mode is, if you click it, then the preview pane actually splits in half. So on the left side over here is the preview pane, and on the right side is the live pane. This is actually something I will cover in another video. I'm not going to go in depth with this either, but just know this is studio mode. The big preview pane you have here will split in half, so you can have preview on the left and live on the right. Settings is also self-explanatory. You click that button and you have all these settings here, which we will cover in the next video. So we're going to cancel out of that. And exit just closes the program. And that's pretty much your user interface. And then of course you have all these menus up here, like file, edit, view, profile. I'll go over those probably in another video or so. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do just yet. So that's going to be it for this video. Like I said, this is just for the OBS interface. This isn't really how to put anything together yet. This is I made this so that people would know how to use OBS. If you guys don't know how to use it, then I hope this video really helped you out. And I will see you guys in the next video, where we will discuss the stream settings and how to broadcast out to your program. So I will catch you guys in the next video. See you then.